You've read the books, you have agonized over the grammar, and your vocabulary is solid. But then a native speaker opens their mouth and boom! Your brain freezes. If you can't understand fast speech, you're never going to feel confident enough to speak it. You'll just stay stuck at the edge of fluency forever. So today, I am revealing 5 listening methods that actually train your brain to follow native speakers in real time. But I have to be honest, there's a catch. You need to be active. Are you up for the challenge?
My daily Spanish.
First, let's try to explain this freezing problem. Why does your brain still crash when someone talks at full speed? You hear a simple question like, ¿Qué hiciste ayer? You know those 3 words. But in the real world, they blur into one messy sound. ¿Qué hiciste ayer? In real life, there's no pause button. No polite textbook spacing. It's chaos! Slang, overlapping voices, and pure speed. Most learners think they're slow, but you're not. You've just been training for a marathon by reading about running. Listening is a different beast entirely. Take notes because we're solving this problem today. These are the best 5 methods to understand fast-spoken Spanish. Method 1, or why subtitles are secretly making you worse at listening. Let me say something unpopular. Subtitles don't train listening. They train reading. That's why many people say, I understand everything with subtitles and nothing without them. Here's what's actually happening. You're watching La Casa de Papel and a character yells, "Corre!" Your eyes read it first. Your ears come second. So your brain never learns to trust sound. Now, here's how you flip the script. You will watch the same scene 3 times. The first pass with Spanish subtitles. Here you're mapping sound to meaning. Now you watch it a second time with no subtitles. This is where the real work happens. You will be able to follow quite well. Not all, but we're on it. And you watch it a 3rd time with subtitles again. Pause and write down the phrases that you didn't catch on the second pass. Those phrases you missed are your real listening gaps. Not grammar, not vocabulary, but processing. Do this and subtitles will stop being a crutch and become a tool. You can try this with my vlogs. And fair warning, if this already feels uncomfortable, method number 5 is going to hurt. Method 2, the ET strategy, keyword first. Stop trying to catch every single syllable. You're overwhelming your brain. If someone says, estaba lloviendo cuando salí de casa, pero aún así fui al supermercado. And you freeze on the first 3 words, you've lost. Instead, hunt for the anchors. Lloviendo, salí, supermercado, raining, left, supermarket. It's like E.T. saying, phone, home. It's not a perfect sentence, but you get the point, right? This relieves the pressure and trains your ear to prioritize meaning over perfection. So the exercise to practice here is focusing on the nouns and verbs that give most of the meaning to a phrase. If you try to understand everything, your brain gets overwhelmed. But if you focus only on the nouns and verbs, you catch the core message. Then on the second listen, you naturally fill in what you missed. Try this with a podcast or something. Quick break. If you feel like your listening isn't the only problem and your grammar is a mess, I've got you. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description to grab our free Spanish study guide. It's the exact roadmap you need to stop guessing. Now back to the lesson. Method 3, the 30-second contribution rule. Passive listening is for people who want to stay beginners. If you want to remember what you hear, use this drill. Every 30 seconds of a podcast or video, pause it. And ask yourself, what did that section actually add? And then summarize it in just 1 sentence. Okay, they're talking about boys. Now they're talking about traveling. It turns your brain from a sponge into a filter. It's simple, it's powerful, and it forces active recall. Active. And we have 2 more powerful methods left. The next one is a game changer. Method 4, the accent branch out. Spanish isn't one voice. It's dozens of different flavors. Don't try to taste them all at once. That's just noise. Start with the accent you love. Maybe it's Castilian, Mexican, or Argentine. Build your home base there. Study the accent and expressions they use in that country. But once a week, throw a curveball. Listen to a Chilean song or a Colombian podcast. Notice how the final S disappears or how the rhythm changes depending on the accent. But stretch your ears from time to time so you don't get a brain cramp the moment you meet someone from a different Spanish-speaking country or area. Because chances are you'll meet people from all over. And now it's time for my favorite method. Method 5, the warp speed toggle. Most people slow down videos to understand better. That's fine for studying, but the real breakthrough? You won't believe it. But it's going faster! Try this right now. Pick a 30-second clip. Watch it at 0.75 times speed. You're in control. You catch everything, or almost everything. And immediately watch it at 1.5 times speed. It's going to feel like warp speed, but because you just heard it, your brain will recognize the sounds. You're training your processing skill, not just your hearing. Do this daily for a week, and I promise you'll notice a massive jump. Really, this exercise is amazing. One last thing. If you can't understand natives, it might not be your ears. It might be your pronunciation. If you're pronouncing words wrong in your head, you'll never recognize them when a Spaniard says them correctly. Want me to show you the 5 pronunciation mistakes that are ruining your listening skills? Click here to watch that next, and I'll see you there.